Hey guys, we are Lore Heroes. We are back again inside of an old location this time. We'll probably switch back and forth. That's for us to know and you not to find out. Well, to find out. But alas, today we will be discussing loose ends left from the Mass Effect games. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Any loose ends that we thought were huge and definitely should have been discussed during the games. You want to start with our first big one?
So our first big
and arguably the biggest loose end.
Yes, the biggest loose end that people always talk about is the dark energy, where the sun on Haestrom, we see this in Mass Effect 2, the sun on Haestrom is about to basically almost go supernova. It's about to erupt into a red giant, so they say. And we're wondering, well, it was a pretty big, deal when Tali was on Haestrom collecting this data. So where is it now? What is dark energy? Why wasn't it more? Why wasn't it explained? Why wasn't it expanded upon? Well,
it was originally supposed to be, in theory, if you believe the talk, it was supposed to be the original ending. Originally, it was supposed to not be a choice of synthesis, destroy, and whatnot, but rather dark energy, there's a way to save it, there's a way to not save it. And that would have been the choice. The choice that we made it up, we don't know if it's true or not, sacrifice all humanity to stop dark energy, or kill off the Reapers and try to solve it yourself. And we're going to talk about what dark energy is and why it needed to be stopped. Go ahead.
So, dark energy is the reason why the universe is expanding. And theoretically, if something expands, it must eventually fall and collapse and contract on itself. That contraction and that kind of falling in upon itself, nothing can survive that if the universe were to collapse in upon itself. It would basically go back to pre-Big Bang, where it's just this almost infinite mass, this one small thing, right? That was the Big Bang Theory. This infinite mass thing blew up, and that's how we got the universe. And in theory, it will contract back to that.
So dark energy is the Big Bang in reverse.
Yes, it's essentially the Big Bang in reverse. We will all get crushed into infinitely small and infinitely heavy ball.
And in Mass Effect, the way it was working on Haestrom, the sun was dying. The sun was contracting, as you said,
and it was about to erupt.
Was it going to erupt? Is that what it was?
Yes, it was going to go supernova. So
okay.
So dark energy, in this sense, it's still expanding the universe. It has not started contracting, thank God, because if it was contracting, hell would be breaking loose. So it's still expanding. So in theory, it's expanding the sun, causing it to almost go supernova, erupt into a red giant, and that's the thing with the ending where. What would have happened? That would have been such a hard decision.
That would have been an impossible decision.
Save humanity, and maybe you guys will figure it out before it actually starts contracting, or trust the Reapers and they will fix it. Hopefully
that would have been a lot harder than the ending we got.
I would have sat there for about 15 minutes crying.
I would have cried, absolutely. Kill all humanity. You know what, man? I had a lot of friends that were humans.
It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, but the Slayers weren't at risk. The Slayers were all just busy being pussies. Let's keep talking. Dark energy. So the thing was, in Mass Effect, it introduced the idea that these stars were dying. And then it dropped it. It was never brought up again. It was not brought up again in 3. It was mentioned again in 2. I don't know if you even know this. But Gianna Paracini, who you meet on Noveria in Mass Effect 1, the Internal Affairs.
Yep.
You meet her again in 2 on Ilium. And you help her out, blah, yada, yada, yada. And then she ends her conversation with, I need to go. A lot of big businesses, I've been checking out dark energy for some reason. And then you left at that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's very cool, actually. It's another little tease that they had in there.
And the same thing with Conrad Werner when he gives you his dissertation on dark energy.
I just want to point out, I'm going to tell the world this. All our 200 viewers, not even
300.
Our 300 views. All our 100 viewers who occasionally watch this. He did not ever meet Conrad Werner. He met him once in 1.
I met him in 1 and I gave him my autograph, and then I
never talked to him again.
Never spoke to him again.
You terrible man. Conrad Werner.
I'll have to go through and run through it again.
We want your opinions on Conrad Werner, whether he's awesome or not. I think he was pretty awesome. He's a cool guy.
From the stories, he sounds like an idiot.
Well, that's part of
Cerberus
his
is
charm.
awesome!
That's it. That's not it. Okay, that is it exactly. But he's a cool guy. But yes, it's mentioned in 3. He's Dr. Conrad Burney. He wrote his dissertation on dark energy and its effects. While that's mentioned in 3 kind of dropped the whole dark energy thought and just it ran with the AI ball, which we're not talking about the endings, we're talking about loose ends. Dark energy was probably the biggest one. It's a threat. It's a thing. Even now, after the Reapers are gone, it's still a problem that needs to be dealt with. Dark energy is still killing suns a lot sooner than it should. If it's not stopped, it's still going to be a problem. So we might see that in the future, we might not, but it's something they need to expand upon.
And this kind of leads into the Leviathan. When you're going through the Leviathan DLC, they say that the Leviathan created an intelligence to preserve organic life. So this intelligence must have realized the threat from dark energy, and how do you save these organic races from this eventual contraction and falling in upon itself that the universe will eventually do? Well, this intelligence decided to harvest all of the organic races, and by harvesting them, storing their collective conscious, instead of letting them be torn apart by the contraction of the universe. They're going to store them in these indestructible starships.
Well, guys, thank you very much for watching this Dark Energy one. And by the way, this idea was brought to you by one of the 2 guys who's commented on our videos. Thank you very much, Jester. I wish we knew your whole name. I knew it's Jester something. Thank you very much for this topic. We had a lot of fun discussing it.
We had a lot of fun discussing this. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for giving us the suggestion. If you have any more suggestions, any other games, please let us know, and please subscribe.
Not just Jester either, like anyone. Please let us know. We like your ideas. We want to do them. Like he said, subscribe.